Okie dokie. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. It's it's working. It's working. There we go. Now I can clear that out. That. Okie dokies. I'll probably just talk for like a minute to see if I can get anyone coming in. But yeah, today gonna talk about Caleb Hammer like side projects things. I also kind of want to talk about a financial doomer, because I don't know if it's really that bad. And generally, whenever I see his stuff, he tends to over exaggerate a bit in terms of like saying that there's no hope when I think that there actually is hope. So it's a whole thing there. But we will see. We will see. I kind of we'll see what we actually get into today. I definitely want to go over like the Caleb kind of lost concepts because I don't want to say lost media because they're still like around. They're still uploaded. It's just you never hear about them because like these concepts were never really used again. Like I'm gonna start off with dumb money, which I wonder if it's partially stopped because I hear that Zeke is in these a decent amount. So I don't know if he was just in one of these or if he was in multiple. And Zeke had like a whole situation with Caleb where he like accused him of doing bad things to him, but was generally disproven based on like the messages between them. Though there was some creepy stuff going on just in terms of like discussion of like adult content. But then again, Zeke had also said that he does adult content, so it was a weird situation. So there's that. I think might just jump into dumb money now. Maybe. Or should I just keep talking for a minute? I don't know. Well, I might as well start it. Let me pull up the thingy-majig. I need to. I almost forgot because I was like, oh, I'll like hide this just in case if I want to do like a different one for first, and then I was totally gonna forget to unhide it, and then no one would see anything. So that'd be bad. But yeah, I and then we're going to end with going over to Keto Man's music just because I think that would be fun. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to put that on YouTube because like copyright stuff. Um, maybe I should just have a dummy channel just for that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But we'll see. Okay, let's just jump into the dumb money. I might as well. Okay, so should I keep paying the minimum payment on my car or keep paying down my federal student loans or stop paying student loan payments and triple my car payment? All of this depends on the interest because they have, yeah. Well, mm, we'll see. Huh. That's gonna be tricky. Just like the time period versus the interest. If the car was the 7%, then this would be like a no-brainer. But because of the student loans, I don't know. Kind of? What? Wait, did you say that you keep on paying it even if you can't? How do you pay more if you don't have the money to pay more? That doesn't make sense. Okay. I'll also say, uh, if you're paying more on everything, that's just spreading out your resources, and that's incredibly inefficient. What you should do is put all that you can towards one debt, either by the smallest amount or by the highest interest. Preferably both would be awesome. But yeah, it kind of depends on what method you're doing. Where are you pulling that number from? I mean, I guess. Is that right? Huh. Nice. This is fair enough. Hmm. Oh gosh, him again. Yeah, this is Zeke. What are you wearing? Just do what you want. That sounds like Zeke. Of course. Of course, it's Zeke. Uh, boy. Sounds could be possible. Is that her real voice? Does she really talk like this? Huh. She's like trying to be a comedian or something? That's like, his eyes are very striking against him. Does he have like contacts? Just the lighting? I know that Zeke was on before, so I wonder if everyone was. Uh, oh boy. No. No. Okay. No. Bro. Oh. But no, the car has a good interest rate. That doesn't make sense. Wasn't it like two or between like two and three? Like for a car, that's not like the worst. I don't think you're gonna really get that much lower. But yeah, the dude saying that just don't pay back on loans. It's like, bro, you borrowed it. Like you owe it. I'm sorry. You signed up for it. It unless if they like scammed you into it. I don't think that you can just do the get out of jail free card. I don't know. But it was a good APR, wasn't it? Okay, this chick, I know that she was on the show. I definitely remember her. I think she was in like Debt to Her Mom or something. What's on her eyes? Is that makeup? Wait, can I see that close? It's like a clown makeup? Yeah, it's like clown makeup. Or is she like a Sith? Is she a Sith? I guess she has like the Jedi-ish type of haircut. Maybe she's gone to the dark side? I don't know. Why does she have this? I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh, she's literally wearing like a clown thing too. So maybe it's intentional that she looks kind of like a weird clown thing. Why though? Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's I was gonna say. So the refinance thing didn't make sense. It might be fine just to do minimum, wouldn't it? At least in the car. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Does anyone ever have like confusion on what depreciation is? Do I need to explain what depreciation is? I think generally people do they know what it is? I think so. Wait, what is my camera doing? Okay, yeah, okay, makes sense. Oh, okay, because it would outperform. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Trying to think why. Hmm. Let me. It's like, why do they have a playlist for it? Let's see. Um, don't know why that's there. Uh, mm, this has 90 views. Let's go back. Okay, so this was. Because it was. Yeah, because this is when I started blowing up more, is when he has the crazy thumbnails. Okay. Where's I want to see where Brett is in the timeline. Zeke. Wait, this is their follow-ups. Um, because he's had lady. So I'm trying to figure out why this series was canceled. Um, let's see. It's around. Okay, so this is when it apparently he said that the channel blew up whenever after Brett. So it's not like quite around there. Well, maybe it's because maybe they got rid of it because it was already like scheduling a bunch of people, and made it like not worth it. And I'm assuming that they paid these people for their time. I'm trying to figure out why this series doesn't exist anymore because it seems fine. You get like, okay, this is what people on the show would tell you to do. This is what I'd tell you to do. Here's some advice. And then it could also be a way to do almost like Q&A with the audience if someone has a specific question. So I could see some benefits there, and you keep up a rapport with the previous guests if you want to have them be part of your main cast. Like originally, they say Zeke is straight up the comedic relief character in the drama that is the Hammer Financial Universe. Because originally, people did somewhat almost like Zeke before all the issues. Yeah, the whatever feels right Zeke stuff, and they thought, oh, funny Zeke stuff. But maybe it was because of things like, oh, we don't want to rely too much on the other talents. I don't know. I don't know why this one failed. I think it might have just been too hard to keep producing. That's my guess. Oh, okay, that would make sense. That would make sense because he didn't have the staff. Yeah, because do you think he'll bring same issue with the shopping stuff? Okay, so maybe he's been hiring a lot more recently, and with like all the sponsors he's been having, I wonder if he'll try to bring these back at some point, or if these are like gone forever. I wonder. Imagine that dating money is going to be the same issue in terms of like staff stuff, but let's see if this is one that I'd actually like to see come back. Dumb Money seems fine. It's not my favorite series that he's made for sure, but yeah, let's check out the dating one because this was the one that I was a little bit more curious about. Isn't that just gold digging? This intro is taking a little bit. Oh yeah, monthly or biweekly? Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Maybe like a monthly wrap up with like some of the guests or something. Like have like the question already set up just so it's easier to film. I don't know. I don't know how much of a good idea it is to have a dating show on Caleb Hammer whenever like Caleb keeps on making fun of his own dating life. So I'm not sure how successful that implies it'll be. Okay, this is the same people. Okay, so this is the same. So I guess they do it in one go between the dumb money people and the dating money. Okay, it's the same batch. Okay. Got Josh now, though? Uh, okay. Okay. What? Okay, seriously, I swear that she's trying to be a comedian or an entertainer or something. There's something about this lady that's, like, a little over the top. It might just be her personality, or maybe it's just, like maybe she's an Austenite who's just I don't know. Okay. Yeah, no, I get what I get what you're saying. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Is there only one type of woman here? Oh, look, everyone's the same here. He's just like, "Oh god, I have no choices." Okay. Josh is dying. I feel for you, Josh. It's like, what did I sign up for? Oh my gosh, he's dying. Josh, what? Did I miss something? What are they talking about? Uh, did she say something that prompted this? Is it just edited weird? Huh. Okay, I can okay. Um, can you hear me and the thing? Can you hear this better? I'll also, like, put on the closed caption, though. I think they're auto, so I'm not ah! Why is it being all weird in the color? Ah, come on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? That's that's weird. Oh, okay. Okay. I tested this earlier. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna restart
Personal
this.
finances.
Okay,
Let's find
it should
out.
be going now. Let me move this down slightly. Can you how's that? Is that better? Okay. Okay. I had tested this. It's just oh god. Okay, let's try this again.
My name is Josh.
Okay.
Let's find Josh some love today. What do you say about that, Josh?
You know what? I try to find love in all the right places. Usually it's wrong, but this place is feeling right.
We're going to find you some love based on money
Okay.
because apparently that's something we should do. So, I have a question for all of you ladies to answer to see if Josh might find some love or completely destroy y'all's hearts today.
Okay.
My first question, what is your opinion on, in a cis relationship of a woman and a man, the woman making more than the man?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
what a power move.
Wait, no.
Can I
Oh
answer
my
first
gosh.
or no?
We'll start
I swear-
with
Okay.
She's obnoxious, right? It's not just me.
I don't find an issue with it, but I would be more concerned if he would have an issue with it.
I think they
agree
all
with
say the
what
exact
she
same thing.
said. I feel some men get intimidated by women that are hardworking, and
Oh my
if it
gosh.
shows like that, they get intimidated.
I thought Josh
Yeah.
was supposed to have a choice. Everyone's the same
I
here.
have no problem if a woman happens to earn more than the guy, but it falls on the guy being like comfortable with that, and if not, being
Also,
willing to
why is she
communicate
dressed
that
like a
with his
clown?
partner, and just being like, "Hey, this is how I'm feeling. So cool. Let's talk about it. Let's work
Like
things
she has
together."
like the carnival thing and like the creepy clown eyes. Like
I
why?
think it's a total power move, girl. You do it, you do it, you do it. But also, wouldn't it be really nice to just stay at home and like, I
Look
don't
at the
know,
pain.
paint a picture of some lemons that you see on your table and have some tea and go out with the girls on
18704.
his dime. Am I right? Okay. Maybe I'm alone here, but
All right, so actually, this is something, you know what, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is something that's really important to me because fiscal responsibility, I put the capital F and then I, maybe you in there, I know it's not in there, but in fiscal. So what I want to know is, do you see your parents as an endless supply of money or someone that you should be paying back as you get older in any way that you can?
Ideally, let's say if I won the lotto, I would love to retire my father. He's prior military, still works. I am completely independent from him. I don't ask anything. I don't need anything. I pay my own bills. I got
Did she
stuff
say that
left
she needs the
over.
lottery to retire?
But I don't have a good relationship with my mom, but I might, throw her a little something.
Let's
Okay.
say to now
Or just
for
the
contestant
lottery
number
to help
two.
her parents
Let's
retire.
say that you have a dream, right? Where you want to
Did
open
you-
a
did you
small
ever-
business,
did you
like
ever-
maybe on a cupcake shop. You tell me, it doesn't matter. You can either A, take out a loan from a bank, and with like a good like 10% APR or whatever, and that will fund your.
Are they not
endeavor.
all gonna answer the parent question? Is it like, is this chick getting should she be like separated if it's just this one chick?
Or you could go to your parents.
Or is it just whoever
and they
finds
can
it?
use their
like they have a
savings to actually lend you the money, and it'll come out of their own pocket. What do you do?
Definitely take out the loan with the 10% APR. If I could get like a better APR, that would be amazing.
10% for
But
what?
I don't see the point in taking my parents' hard-earned money to start something that they never even thought of or cared to think of when they were saving up their money. So definitely not taking my parents' loan or savings. I would take the loan.
Yeah,
You
I
get your
know. Like
first,
the editing, I think that's the biggest issue so far with this. I guess the concept's fine. I don't know. I don't know if even the concept makes that much sense here. But the editing I feel is kind of weird.
8-year-old job, and you're making good money and what have you, and you got a bunch of credit cards that give you about a $30,000 credit limit.
And they don't even like
So
show
with
their
that,
responses to each other.
You're actually
Like in terms
living
of like, oh, here's his reaction shot. Like they did a little bit when he was like getting ganged up on by 4 different people who all had the exact same opinion. He might have also had the exact same opinion, but I
in a
don't know.
different state with this first job, and so you're flying
Oh,
back and forth. And now
I guess
you're
that would
making
make
good
sense
money.
since they couldn't like really, because I know that I've seen a few of the vlogs where they have like their little room where they all figure out how to do it together.
But you can't quite pay off all of those bills all at once. So you rack up $10,000 in credit card debt, flying back and forth home to see your family. What's more important, seeing your family and racking up that, despite racking up that debt, or getting that debt down and just doing Zoom calls with your family?
Zoom
Honestly,
calls
paying down
are
the
better.
debt because my family actually lives in Guam, so that's like $2,000 per plane ride. And yeah, no, I would pay down the debt first, and I hope I would never
Oh,
get
good.
to a point where I have to pay down $10,000. Credit card's barely $300.
All right, contestant number 4. Let's say that you have a good job in finance.
Okay,
You're
now he
making
does say,
6
okay,
figures a year.
okay, because I don't think they included that before about which contestant thing. Okay.
Maybe even 200,000. You're doing well, but then you don't really like your job. You think it sucks, and you want to go quit, and you want to go be, I don't care what you want to be, open a small business, want to be an actress or whatever. Your parents say, "What are you doing? This is great. You have a foundation. You have a 401k. You
Okay,
have
yeah.
early
Understandable.
early retirement." What do you tell them?
Well, I don't really have any contact with my parents. It's kind of a sore subject, but I would be more than down to open up to you about it sometime.
I'm sorry. I'm not surprised. I'm sorry.
Contestant number 3.
Sorry, 3, you suck. Get out. No love for you. Look,
What?
it's the guy.
But she had like the most reasonable answer out of everyone. What? Is he gonna explain it? Is he gonna explain why?
This is the guy that you, but you're not because you're gone.
We love you. Love you.
They love you.
Have a good night.
That's all you're gonna get. To continue finding love,
Why?
how much of your
Why
paycheck
her?
do you save towards goals and retirement? Starting with number 1.
I'm Millie, a content creator, coach, and business owner. If I had to start my business from zero, I would have focused on...
I wouldn't be surprised, I guess.
I do not have a number.
I would not be surprised. She gives that energy. She does give that energy.
I just got a new job here, so I need to set up the retirement and all that stuff. And that's a bad answer. I know it's a bad answer.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted by the stabbing. I'm going back.
They love you.
Have a good night.
That's all you're gonna get. To continue finding love, how much of your paycheck do you save towards goals and retirement? Starting with number 1.
I do not have a number.
Okay.
I just got a new job here, so I need to set up the retirement and all that stuff. And that's
I feel like this is also like kind of flawed from the get-go and like the setup. I don't know. Because like the gold digging for love, I feel like maybe the girl should be choosing the dude based on what they say about finances based on that. And it's also like, aren't dudes usually the ones who have a harder time like getting chicks in terms of like actually having to go out and like find them and get them to talk to them? So why are all these girls competing for this guy? What does he have about him that's like, yes, I really want Josh. What did Josh do? I don't. It feels like I don't know. It just feels unnatural. I guess partially because of that.
bad answer. I know it's a bad answer. I haven't put money aside. I have health issues that it's going to the medical
He is
stuff right
Josh.
now. So I haven't been
Josh
able
is
to
just
save
Giga Chad.
as
Everyone wants
much
Josh.
as I would like to.
I mean, look at
Now
that shirt.
I feel better that I have my health and my energy. I do know that I need a sacrifice to reach the financial goals that I want.
Okay.
I think that this is really dependent on your income, like how
Good
much you're
job.
bringing in. Because if you're bringing in only enough to cover your bills and all that such, especially with like today's economy, if you're only bringing that
Okay.
much in, it's like not really fair to say that you'll save. But if I were to save from like a large income, it would probably be like around 10 to 20%, depending on how much my
Okay.
bills are and like how much I'm making.
I say I don't really like think about even maybe living that long. I'm kind of just
Of course she's one of those. Of course she's one of those. How did she not get taken out round 1? Is Josh in on this? Does Josh know that they need content? Because did he join the team? Did Josh join the team? Yeah, Contestant 4 needs to be on financial audit. Yeah. Yeah. So now they're all answering the same question.
when you
They need
get
to explain
out
the rules
here,
better.
doing my best. I take each day as it comes. So
She looks crazy.
I will say I do have this little sock, and sometimes if I have some leftover cash, I will.
Did you get stabbed
put it
by
in
a
the
chick
sock,
like this?
But other than that, it's pretty much like we'll see what happens.
Better get nothing into the socks.
Caleb.
How are you gonna put a 401k in a sock?
You would be surprised. I don't know if I'm living that long, honey. But, you know, if
God.
I ever got in a really great relationship that was stable, I might see things a little differently. But right now, I'm just a single gal trying to
That's
live her
fair.
best life
That's fair.
and doing what I can.
All right, so here's a question that, you know, I'm a little hot and heavy. Those first ones, those are some serious questions. Let's get to something fun. So let's say that
Okay,
you have
fun.
$2,000, all right, and straight cash is not part of your savings, and no one's gonna
Okay.
fault you for saving it. Do you spend it on a vacation or do you spend it on a car?
Do I already have a car?
Yes, you have a car.
Is it in good condition?
It's in working condition.
Blondie's
but it's
actually
got
being
some dents,
decently smart.
It's got some bruises. It needs some TLC, but it's reliable and it allows you to make an income by getting you to work. But it's pretty ugly. It's scratched up. It's old. It's a 2009 Hyundai Elantra sitting in the parking lot over there that has some body damage.
I mean, you can take like a little road trip with like $1,000. I think that's actually pretty generous for a little road trip. Like if you are from Austin, you can drive to Dallas or Houston, and that will probably be good, and then use the rest to fix your car. But I mean, if my car's in pretty good condition and I have the option to go on vacation and I have time off from work, then I might go on vacation.
So she's the most reasonable one.
It's an interesting one. Okay, how about this?
In that answer,
Our
I guess.
anniversary is coming up. We hit it off really well on the show when we got married. All right, anniversary is coming up, and we both discussed wanting to go to Hawaii. It's gonna cost about $3,000-$4,000. But 2 weeks right before the trip, and remember the trip's already paid for, right? So we have some costs. The water heater goes out, and that's a $5,000 repair. Do we not go on our trip and just forego the sunk costs and then put the rest of the money we were going to spend on the water heater, or do we go on the trip?
This is assuming you don't have an emergency fund?
Before I answer that, I think we should have got insurance, but I would want to put it towards the water heater, of course.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think insurance would cover something like that unless it was an act of God for like homeowners insurance. But
Either way, you should still have like the emergency fund. But whatever.
I meant insurance for the trip. Can't you like?
Oh, I see.
Oh, good point.
So you're saying because you're so fiscally responsible, you would have had insurance for the trip beforehand?
Yes.
Smart girl.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
gonna be number 3.
Number 3, you're done.
Thank
You're
God.
still single. What? Sorry about it.
Well, I
Come
also
see,
kind of
you
want
could've
her to
been
be
the
there
love for the
to
rest
get
of your life.
like weirder stuff. But
Bye.
Your
bye.
love. Well, not really. No, not at all, actually.
Yeah, you can definitely see that this is before you had the whole team. Doesn't turn like the energy
You are down to
and
2
stuff like that.
people.
Oh my God, heart's palpitating.
Well, yeah,
Not good.
that's dangerous. And one of them will be, the love for the rest of your life. The other one you'll never see again. So you can ask them.
Wouldn't it just be like a
3
date
questions
though?
each, one by one, starting with number 1.
Contestant number 1, what do you value more?
I guess
Entrepreneurship?
if this was like a really like super funded Netflix show, would they have to like live with each other for a while to like see if the finance things like actually makes them compatible otherwise? I guess. I'm trying to think about like how this show makes sense, I guess.
Or college education?
I would love to say both because I do both. But oh man, that's kind of a loaded question. It really depends on the career that you're trying to pursue.
Josh always
as
look
well
uncomfortable.
as
Unless if he's like asking them a hard question.
business you're trying to pursue as well. Because if it's not going to make money or if it fails, I don't know. I'm all about backups. I guess that's why
Sorry, what?
Why can't I have both?
What about
Why
trading
can't
on
we
it?
be both?
All right, contestant number 2, are you all about backups? What do you value more?
I think both go hand in hand. One is obviously
for,
like
like,
the typical
Where it goes?
thing that
Okay.
most people do, college education, but entrepreneurship is something that people typically don't go down that route. I think that
Technically,
without entrepreneurship, you probably are not going to succeed within your college degree education, like with that.
Yes.
Because entrepreneurship
where you
is like
audit
all
each
about
other on
the
a first date?
hustle
That
and,
sounds-
like,
that
talking
sounds
to
like that would
people
actually
and,
be
like,
pretty fun.
putting yourself out there. Without that, you're not going to move up in any job. So college education can only get you so far. It's
Fair.
beneficial, but it can only get you so far. So
Fair.
entrepreneurship.
Back to 1. How much does a guy you're going to marry have to have in his bank account at all times?
I didn't even think about that number. I mean,
Yeah.
we should have multiple bank accounts. You know, you should have your own. I should have my own. We should have
No.
one together.
If-
So, I
If
don't
you're gonna
know.
get married,
What's your debt and where are the bills
you
going?
need to
Who's
have
paying what?
you should have
Yeah,
one
I mean,
for pooling
obviously,
of
like,
resources.
The mortgage, and then like if you have like Yeah, you get up a COD, and it's crazy. Ah, very good answer. Excellent. Food for thought. Let's go to number 2 though. And yeah, what do you say?
Did they have to make
I
sure they
think-
didn't see each other before the show?
Are we 50-50?
I mean, I think Texas is 50-50 state, right?
No, like financially. Do we split the mortgage?
Yeah, we're 50-50.
Okay.
This is assuming that we haven't decided that, we're raising kids and you need to be at home to have the kids, but we're starting off, we'll have great careers, the sky is rosy.
Shouldn't you be talking
rainbows
about like
and
the
ponies
kids
and
stuff
that's
first
what we're
before
doing.
you even get this far?
Well, I think if you have a house, it is really important to have money saved up that can cover your mortgage, just in case like one of y'all gets sick or anything like that, or the kids get sick and you have to stay home. So I think probably like
Honestly, maybe what they should do is like, oh, here's this couple we're dating. You think we might want to get married or something. And then you go on the audit and then you learn about each other's debts and your perspectives on money, or like you're like in the puppy love stage, you just met each other, and then you see if the relationship can like survive the audit. Maybe that would make more sense. If you both have access to all of the multiple accounts, it's fine. Yeah, hidden stuff is what kills relationships more than the mechanics. That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, like 3 months in. Yeah.
just them having like 3 or 4 times the typical monthly
So I feel like that would make more sense than this.
bills that you guys pay together. I mean, obviously both of y'all should have that, but I think it would be great if like, because men spend way less money than women. Like we get our nails done, we buy makeup, we buy clothes, like, we do all that, so we spend.
It depends. It depends on your hobbies. What's his hobbies like? What are your hobbies like? If he's like a comic book collector, or if he likes his firearms or any other type of collectible, it really depends.
Spend way more money than men, so I do think that he should have more, but that's so important to me.
Trying to
just
think about
having
other
that
expensive
extra
hobbies.
income.
They're both really good. All right, T, let's get some dinner.
Drones, yeah, drones.
Number 1. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Hey, how we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Just drones and like technology stuff in general.
Well, first off, do you know what this is?
That's
I think
Chipotle.
it's a burrito or something.
A burrito.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, let's
only
open
hope.
it up.
All right, let's do that.
Find out.
This is a very sad looking date.
Look at that. Is that? That is a Philly cheesesteak. There's
There's no cheese.
no cheese and there's no onions or bell peppers.
What the heck?
It's a low budget.
Yeah, they didn't have
This
enough.
is sad.
It's all right. I'll take you out somewhere
the
nice
hell
for a
is
second.
You want cheers?
I mean, we can. Why not? Go big, go home. We're not going home yet.
Cheers.
Yeah. All right, let's take a bite.
Oh my gosh! Could you have not like gotten like little plastic glasses
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
that's food.
Fast food.
I don't know. You can
I'm
make
from
the
the Valley.
sandwiches look better. I don't.
956.
I don't know, man.
San Juan, Texas.
Nice.
Looks
I've been
like
to the valley
prison.
for South Padre Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
It's not.
No. Do you know how much a house is in the valley? Like a good house?
This lost Caleb a lot of
400K?
points in the foodie groups. I mean, yeah, he's always like dunking on other foods.
Right?
Probably a little bit less, actually,
And then-
some of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
For a good house?
What's a good house to you?
You know, it's got like 2-bedroom, 2-bath, garage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, what were you thinking? Like, oh, do you know what like a mansion is with a swimming pool or something?
Yeah. I was thinking
Or
about
how much
like a
are one of
2-story.
those? Okay, how much is a 2-story with a swimming pool in the back?
Well, I know one house that is like on a pretty good amount of land. I don't know acres, so don't ask me that, but
Okay.
it's on a pretty good amount of land, and they only pay $1,200 for their mortgage. Like
$1,200 mortgage?
Like every month. Yeah, but the taxes are
Really?
like super high, so that's what gets.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna get burned on the stake because this is a finance channel, but I have a very expensive apartment on West 6, which is
Eh.
about double that. Yeah, mortgage.
Why'd you make that decision?
So I could walk to my favorite bar, Bee's Knees.
Bee's
Literally-
Knees?
The Bee's Knees. I literally
Bee's Knees.
made that decision so
How
I
much
could
do you
walk to
spend?
the Bee's Knees.
How much do you spend at the bar?
How much do you spend weekly at Beasley's?
Bee's Knees?
Yeah,
Business.
get her,
Well,
get
so
him, get him,
for
get him.
me personally, I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy, so old fashions. is what I drink.
So you let people buy drinks for you?
I mean, are you offering? Oh, we got some water right
Yeah.
here. So could use one too.
Yeah.
Loosen up. But no, I drink Lone Stars. I'm a very affordable drinker.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more just
guess.
saying hi to my boys behind the bar and singing karaoke and those stuff.
Are you like a regular?
Okay, $12,000 payment could have been a recast / refinance though. It was a terrible example. Maybe. I need to
would
see
say
what it
that's
looks
my
like
yes.
in the area.
Okay, so they know you like by name and
This
everything?
will make sense.
We go golfing.
Yeah, so they're like your best friends now.
Is that sad or not? I don't know.
Let's just not make
My
it sad.
dad is part of. My dad goes to a pizza place so much that the employees know who he is, and they give him free stuff sometimes.
So I have a question.
Go.
MS-13 gang member here illegally, robbed a pregnant woman, then released.
Well, like a pizza brew
If you were
house,
to
because
win
there's
the
like
lottery,
there's so many of those.
What's the first thing that you would do with that money?
This is what I would do. I would take half of it and invest it in an aggressive mutual fund, right? And then get some residual income from that. Well, and then I would take the other half and then I would go buy property and try and rent that out and then get residual income from that. Then once I have the residual income, then I can do whatever the heck I want and just keep
renting's a
growing
lot of
my
work.
own business, which is like a production
The
company.
Caleb pig.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So do you have any advice for like small business owners or people that are trying to get their business up and running?
Yeah. Keep
I think this
costs
chick's
low
an
at first.
entrepreneur based
I
on
mean,
like all of her other
so
answers,
a
or
little
at
bit
least
about
wants to
me,
be one.
I was a TV reporter for a long time. My last job was at one of the affiliates in San Antonio. And
I wouldn't be
left
surprised.
that,
I'm not
and I'm
super
like,
surprised
I'm gonna go
he's
make
on
documentaries and
TV.
TV shows and films. And then I realized you needed a lot of money to do that. And I didn't have any.
You're not even eating the food.
So it was a struggle at first.
Is it
but
that
the
bad?
good thing was that like my rent was like super
I know
low.
they're talking,
lived
but
by
still.
the Pearl in a 1-bedroom for $600 a month.
What?
It was pretty ratchet, but it's still a great location. And it allowed me to get my business together where
feel like
was
she looks
making
very
maybe for like
uncomfortable.
$300,
Maybe
I was
it's all the
making, like,
lights and
$3
stuff.
an hour. Now I'm making way more money than I ever did as a reporter.
Meanwhile,
do
Josh
you
is
think
Giga
about-
Chad and used to being on TV.
Digital sellers on Etsy and
There's
I
no
love
cheese,
it.
it can't be
you
good.
like that? Do you think that's a good
What is in
way
it?
to like get started?
It sounds like a
well,
patty
so
melt with no
let's turn
cheese.
this back around.
What
Is that
is?
something you're thinking
What
about?
even is
Well, that's
that?
something that I just started a week ago.
No joke. Tell me about it.
It's to melt.
That's awesome.
Don't you need cheese?
So I started making like digital planners, and
That's
for
awesome.
Valentine's Day, like I started doing a print on demand.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know those websites, right? Like
Yeah,
Printify
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah. So I started using those, and like it saves a lot of money because you don't spend money unless you made the money.
Yeah.
So that's.
It's genius.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's pretty like
Steak and bread?
oversaturated, but I
That
decided.
sounds good. I'd eat that, of course. But then again, my diet, my diet is weird. Like I refuse to have sauce on like anything. And the only thing that I'll put anything on is like fish sticks. Need some ketchup. Workout bros eat that. I mean, doesn't sound too bad. I don't know. Would they eat the bread though? If you're like trying to get like protein and stuff?
I was like, why not? Like, it's-
Oversaturated? Guess
yeah.
what? YouTube's oversaturated, and this guy's doing all right.
That's true.
I mean, the way I look at it is this: for like Etsy and everything, is that people have been saying, digital media, social media is oversaturated for a long time, or what have you. But the thing is, though, the cream rises to the top. And so if you're good at your job, the only thing that you're spending is your time. Because what is the upfront cost for you to have a shop on Etsy? You tell me, right? Not much. It's just your time.
So it's the
and your
opportunity
creativity.
cost type
And
thing.
this is something that you can do while you have a normal job.
What?
Josh, we tried to find you some love based on personal finances. Did we find love today? What are your thoughts on it?
I'm not gonna lie,
protein
she really
veg
did
bread?
have me when she said that she's trying to think with Etsy. I'm a small business owner, I'm entrepreneurial. I left a safe career and went into one where you never know where your next dollar is coming from. And so I think if she's willing to take that risk and that route as well, I'm all for it. So let's go.
Okay.
Is there a second date?
There definitely is. Maybe I'll take her to my favorite bar on West 6 and we'll get some Lone Stars.
Okay, and she. Then
All right,
her
Rebecca.
set. Okay, her set.
You went on a
Okay.
date. You were selected. Congratulations. What did you think?
It was a date.
And will there be a second one?
It was a date. Clear she was uncomfortable. Let's see. Let's
Probably
see what
not.
happened.
Ooh, romance. What did you
Wait.
think?
It was a date.
And will there be a second one?
Probably not.
Ooh, romance is dead.
She gonna explain?
Romance is dead. No love. I thought we were gonna.
Not in a mean way. He seems like a great person.
Nah,
What's
you're
the problem?
His heart. It's
But
done. You've ruined it.
he's not my type.
No love.
Okay, what's
No
your type?
love.
It's okay.
No love.
Good friend, maybe.
What? I don't know how to feel about this. I just that just felt like a mess. Like in terms of like the editing, I don't know, like the storytelling of the video just felt weird. Love the idea, but want Caleb playing the host more and asking the questions. Yeah, no, that would make more sense for him to ask the questions, I guess. And then like on the date, they ask each other questions, maybe. Make it more interactive rather than just questions every round and eliminate contestants. Maybe have the girls rate on a scale of 1 to 10 after every round how they're feeling about the guy. Yeah, because I don't know. It feels right. Also, you can do interviews after the rounds and ask the contestants their thoughts about what happened and sprinkle these interviews throughout the show. Yeah, no, that would help a lot. It would also be interesting to see everybody's thoughts throughout the show. Yeah. Organize the questions a bit differently instead of round 1, round 2. Maybe the first round be like pocket change and just have the questions be about simple financial questions. And then as the rounds go on, have more intense financial questions about the future. That would make sense. That would make sense. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I see why this one got cut. This needs a few workarounds. I feel like more like a puppy love, burst your bubble, or like make you stronger together thing would make more sense. Where like they're already existing couples. Like, I don't know. Uh, Curious about this one because he doesn't do the on the street ones anymore.
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix
And I've
Studio
never seen
features
these.
you gotta know.
Student loans
I think my dad saw this one and said it was funny.
that were a contract that you signed with your name, agreeing to pay back, do you not feel a moral responsibility?
Not at all.
Okay.
Why?
What about the credit card? Do you feel a moral responsibility to pay that back?
Not at all.
Do you feel
Why?
a moral responsibility to pay your rent?
Honestly, no, because my landlord's a dick.
What? Okay, I can see why she's in the first one because isn't there like multiple people, not just this chick?
What's your name, age, and where are you from?
Taylor Williams.
Was she like vaping or something? What's up with her voice? Also, like, why is your shirt so open?
I'm from Pittsburgh, and I'm 25.
What do you do for a
From Pittsburgh? I thought that you were from like LA. That's where I would have guessed.
living?
That's a great question. I try to find ways to pay my rent.
So what's your typical methods?
Mostly music, like working with artists.
Of course she
What
is.
do you do with them?
Of course she is.
Whatever is necessary, like assistant tour managing, that kind of world.
Okay. And how's that going so far?
Oh boy.
That's good. That's why I'm here in Austin right now.
Yeah, live music capital of the world. You finding some good work?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're doing a show at Soho House tomorrow night.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Nice. What do you make a year-ish? Or a month?
I mean, it really depends. I just started doing
Yeah, it sounds
freelance
like that
stuff like this
that
year.
career would be
Yeah.
volatile.
Before that, it was, I worked at a record label. And
Okay.
It was like
Okay.
$60K a year.
So you made the jump to
Oh, not bad.
full-time to essentially self-employed.
But I don't
Yeah.
know how that
How's
goes
that
in
gone so
Pittsburgh.
far?
I don't know what the cost of living
I'm
there
a lot
is.
happier.
A lot happier.
Yeah,
Okay.
way less stressed out.
Really stressed out?
No, way less stressed out.
Oh, way less stressed out.
Okay.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. How's the money situation though, like paying rent and saving up? And...
You know, it's hard, but I just view money as a circle. Like it comes and it goes.
Does she only have one
you know?
button?
It's always gonna come back. I just don't know when.
Shit,
Comes
what the
and it goes.
hell?
So does
Yeah.
that mean no saving?
I mean, I have savings.
How much is in your savings?
I don't know. I don't like to look at it.
Is
That's
this
a
like
great
an
sign.
emergency fund or like retirement?
I have both.
Okay. If you had
Yeah.
a guess emergency fund, what do you think?
Like a couple thousand.
And retirement?
Her voice reminds me of
Retirement,
something.
Well, I had a 401k.
She
whenever
sounds like
I was at the
Aquafina.
label,
Right.
And I just
I
haven't
think it's
looked
the
at it since I
hoarseness.
quit. So
Oh, what was it when you quit?
I don't know. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
I can't
have no
unhear it
idea.
now.
Do you think you're going to be able to retire?
Oh God, is that what this is about? This interview?
This is about you.
Just general finances.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like I'm retired now because I just. hang
That's
out.
awesome. I like that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool. So
Okay.
you travel a lot for this job, I assume.
yeah.
Do you
I
have a
like
rent?
this one. I did like this one.
A what?
Rent
Go
or
for it.
mortgage?
Oh, rent. Yeah.
How much is your rent a month?
$925
At 25. That's
in LA. Yeah.
wow.
COVID deal.
Huh.
COVID deal, and now it's locked in, isn't it? They can only increase it by
Exactly.
what, 3%?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have those laws in Texas.
Yeah. I'm chilling.
Okay, so you have that
Interesting.
$900 obligation. Do you
Yeah.
have a car loan, like a vehicle loan?
No, I got my car from a family member, so I just have to worry about like insurance.
That's awesome. Okay.
So yeah,
And
She's pretty
then
set.
Credit cards. Do you have any credit card
I
debt?
do.
Ooh, how much?
And she still doesn't want to pay
I'm
any.
not gonna say that number on
Okay.
camera.
Is it
Okay, so it's all
under
on credit cards, I guess.
10,000, over 10,000?
Not specified.
Oh, wow. Okay, no,
That
that's
bad?
fine.
Yeah.
Well, why'd you end up getting into credit card debt in the first place?
Because I needed a credit card because I didn't have money.
So it was more you just needed
Okay.
money.
Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, you should get a credit card."
Who advised that? People?
College.
People are stupid.
Yeah,
College
yeah.
advised
Oh
it?
gosh.
Yeah.
Like your advisor?
Yeah.
Really?
I want to go punch this advisor in the face. What were they
Yeah.
Well, to be
thinking?
fair, I'm not surprised. College advisors kind of suck. At least they did at my school. They you had to do like everything yourself. You couldn't trust advisors on like anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
oh my goodness! It's
They
almost
screwed
like
over
they get
so many of my
commission
friends.
on like stupidity.
Yeah.
What is that? That okay? I'm upset, but that's
Yeah.
okay. So you did go to college. Oh my goodness. So you were a
Wonder what she
college
got a
student when
degree
they said
in.
you should get this credit card because you needed money.
Yeah. You know,
Do you have student loans?
Oh boy.
I do.
How much?
I'm not paying them.
You're not.
What?
No.
Are they all public or any federal? Or I'm sorry, are there any private ones?
No.
Good, good,
Yeah.
good, 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 good.
I'm
Now,
not
why are
paying
you
them.
not paying them?
Because why would I?
No, like
'Cause
if
you
it
need
starts
to?
back up, if none of them are forgiven,
I mean,
you'll just not pay them.
yeah.
So minimum monthly payments come in. You owe us
Bro.
$300. You're just
Yeah. Yeah.
and that
Really?
hurts your credit. You don't care.
Yeah.
It might go to collections
Douche.
and people could come after you and potentially
Yeah.
sue you. You do not care.
No.
Okay.
Douche.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
I'm not paying them.
Not paying them.
Really?
So what's the mindset behind this? I'm curious.
I just think it's stupid. Like, it's not real.
What?
Now,
It's not real to me.
question.
Please
like,
don't tell
on
me you're not
morality,
one of
because
those,
morality is,
it's
you know,
not real
person to
money
person.
things.
Some people think it's like a general thing. There's a general morality. Some people get their morality from the Bronze Age. Some people just get it from the lives they're born in.
Right.
Whatever. When it
Oh.
comes to your morals, there were student loans that were a contract that you signed with your name, agreeing to pay back. Do you not feel a moral responsibility?
Not at all.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah.
What about the credit card? Do you feel a moral responsibility to pay that back?
Not at all.
Do you
Why
feel
not?
moral responsibility to pay your rent?
Honestly, no, because my landlord's a dick.
Bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel a moral responsibility to you go through the drive-through at
Doubt
McDonald's?
that
they
the
give you
landlord's a
some
dick
nuggies
just based on her
and-
attitude.
Right.
Do you feel a moral responsibility to pay for that?
Not really, because McDonald's is a huge corporation. I think we should go back to the barter system.
The barter system.
Personally, that's just me.
What
though.
are you gonna
Yeah.
offer?
Trading.
What
What
would
do you
be
have to
trading?
offer?
I don't know. Like, I have an apple. You have oranges. I
Yeah,
need
but what do you have
oranges,
to trade?
Type of thing.
So people would give you oranges for your freelance service?
Yeah, and then I could pay my rent with oranges.
What if your landlord doesn't want oranges? What if he wants money?
I don't know. Honestly, this is requiring a lot more brain power than I expected.
That's why we use money, because it makes it a lot easier.
Second interview.
Well, you're giving me interesting topics to talk about for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Because
I do kind of have to go though.
Okay, no, that's
Yeah.
okay. Can I ask you one more question just
Yeah,
to end it?
yeah.
Okay. Do you have any financial goals in the future, and how are you going to meet them?
I mean, I would like to have a house. Hopefully I win the lottery one day. That's
But
the
no
plan.
moral
Oh my
obligation to pay for
gosh.
that house, right?
Bingo. Yeah.
Bro.
Got it.
How are you gonna get a house then?
My name is Murtaza Naqvi, and I am 32, and I live in Austin
Please be
for
normal.
the past couple of years, but I'm from Pakistan.
Nice. What do you do
Karachi.
Okay.
for a living?
I work at Dell.
Work at Dell,
Oh
software
yeah.
engineer?
Cool, cool.
No, I do business operations.
Nice. What do you
Yeah.
bring in a year?
What's that?
What's your salary?
I earn about 170K. Yeah.
That's pretty
Not
sweet.
surprised.
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable living off of that in Austin?
You should.
You know, I think it helps that I have another income. We have another income in the home.
You're a dual income household?
Yeah, but
You don't feel comfortable on
sometimes
170?
that can still be tough. Yeah, it's getting more expensive over here.
Sure.
And
Bro.
you know, there's a lot more nicer things over here you like to spend your money on. So yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
So he has
but
a
I'm more or less
spending
comfortable.
problem, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you heard of lifestyle inflation or lifestyle creep?
I wouldn't
Tell
be
me what
surprised
that
if
is. I think
that's
I've
the
heard
thing.
of it in some way.
With
So,
with
for
this guy.
example, you make $50,000 a year.
Yeah.
You're living off of $50,000 a year.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, you make $100,000 a
Oh,
year, so you
totally.
spend double.
Yep, I think that totally happens.
Oh, gosh.
Have
I've
you succumbed to
experienced
that
it.
then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, when I earned less, and this area was less fancy, I used to live over here in a small apartment. And then, as time grew and as my family grew, we got a bigger place and we like more things. We want to travel more. When you do have that flexibility, you do end up spending as much as that, and then eventually you spend out of where you are, and then you want to spend more.
Okay.
So yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now, with lifestyle inflation happening, because obviously you guys make a lot of money, when it comes to budgeting, do you guys strictly budget?
Well, it's time to find a new apartment on Zillow. Huh. These are all
Killing me, bro.
Lucky my wife's a good budgeter. I like to spend more, but so
Okay.
between us there is budgeting. I like to spend, but I'll never.
Do you agree on the budget,
take
though,
on
and
debt,
follow it together?
That's one thing I'm very, 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 very careful about. Is never spending more than what you have in your accounts. Never spending something that you're not sure how you're going to pay it, or you have
Guess
to think
that's
about
good.
how, I'm going to have to do this or this and this and pay it off. So we budget in that sense. And then, yes, we do also
Okay.
budget by looking at how much we spend throughout a month, what was something we spend a lot on, and we look at that. We're into the numbers of spending too.
What do you think
Okay,
you spend
that's-
too much on
that's
that you
good.
think you should cut back on?
What do I think that I spend on too much? Honestly, if I were to think at all the stuff that I spend on, we spend a lot. We spend on clothing and we spend on food. And I
Yeah,
don't think I
food's
would cut
generally the
back
one
on
that gets
either
people.
of those.
Like going out to eat food?
Yeah, going
I
out
don't
to
even want to tell you what percentage eating out of my was of my spending before I started watching this show.
eat or even good groceries and stuff like that. I wouldn't cut out on any of that. And no, I also wouldn't even really cut out on my clothing. I can't pinpoint one thing in our budget that we spend on too much. I mean, the one thing that I get mad about spending and I don't want to spend on would be something like if I paid too much for a flight when I knew I could have gotten it cheaper, or if I paid too much
Okay,
for a
fair
hotel
enough.
when I could have gotten that cheaper. Those maybe are the things where I'm a little bit more
Where it's clearer
probably
and
could've-
this is a one-time purchase. It's a bigger amount that you need to put down as opposed to little things adding up. I guess that makes sense.
done a little better on that. Yeah.
Sure.
Like
But
psychologically.
necessities, no, I think if you like what you're spending on and it's something that makes you feel better, like clothing or good food or a drink or something, you should do that because that's kind of what we earn for.
What do you
I
think you
guess,
spend on
yeah.
food a month? Going
As
out
long
to
as
eat
you can afford it.
specifically?
Honestly, I don't think I can remember a number. I don't
How
know.
many times a week do you go out to eat?
Maybe 3 times a week. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay.
we cook a lot at home as well. We do a lot of groceries and stuff, so we're pretty good about not just eating out all the time. Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
you mentioned not liking debt, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
to
good.
talk about debt, do you have any vehicle debt?
Yes, lease. I lease my car.
You
but
lease your
What?
car?
Yeah, I lease my car.
Why
But I
though?
don't really consider that a debt because, like I said, it's in my amount of how much I know I have earn a month and how much I'm going to spend on a month. So my lease is fixed. And there's There's
So-
another theory on why I would lease a car versus buy a car, which is also a fiscal decision that I make. Whereas the value, when you buy a car, the value of your car drops immediately in the first 2-3
Maybe
years.
it's because it's like the way
and
that
a
he
lot.
budgets
Whereas when you
is
are
why he
leasing a
doesn't
car,
feel like
yes, the value is dropping. Yes, you're not owning that
it's
asset,
a
but
it's
in
a
3
debt.
years you can switch out. So I find it a
Like
fiscally better decision.
generally, to make budgeting easier, I'd make sure to take out the 10% tithing before accounting for the other money because it makes it easier. So maybe it's something like that.
For me, because I like to change out cars to lease versus outright buy.
What car do you have?
I have a BMW.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's that
Of course
monthly
he
lease?
does.
The monthly lease is about $450. Yeah.
$450. Okay. For
Yeah.
some reason, I was thinking higher, but
I mean, you can put a good money down and
Did you?
make it less. I don't remember exactly how much I put down. And yeah, sometimes you can trade in your car with the same dealership. I don't think this time I did that, but yeah.
So you never want to own a car. You just want to trade them out every 3 years.
I don't think I would never want to own a car. I think that at this point
I
in my
guess
life,
this guy is like
I
the
wouldn't
Apple
want to
people
own a
with their
car.
phones, except with cars.
I might never want to own like my daily car, and I might only buy like my like a car in the future. Hopefully, like a luxury car. Like
Okay, so
if
he
I
wants
were
a
to buy
fun car. Wait,
really,
you
it
already
would be like
you
a
already
vintage
have like a
car,
BMW. Isn't
or
that
a
already
car that
considered
is really
luxury?
that you can't lease? You know, like a Tesla. Maybe if I would want to do that, I think they have lease, but like some cars don't.
Okay.
Like I don't think a Lamborghini has a lease option. So
Oh
probably won't be
boy.
able to do leases on
This
that.
is why
But
this
for my
is why I
everyday
guess
car,
you
I
don't
would
feel as
definitely
comfortable as
continue
you should
leasing,
with
yeah.
170
Okay.
income.
Now, what about credit cards? Do you have any credit card debt?
No debt. No
So
debt. We
you
pay
use
them
Good.
them and you pay them off
We
every
pay
month?
them off, yeah. We pay them
Good.
off, yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite credit card?
So my credit cards are all like really in my wife's domain,
Okay.
but credit card
Okay,
I think
good.
is Chase Sapphire. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one she picked.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Using those
Interesting.
travel
Exactly,
points? Yeah.
exactly. It was for the travel
Okay,
points.
okay.
And you also you save points on other stuff. So for sure, hotel, travel, it's fun. Sometimes you get like DoorDash money back and everything like that. So
Huh.
yeah, I think credit cards are good with the points that they do back. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any student debt?
I do. Yeah, I started off with very little student debt. It was only 20K, and I've just paid off like as much as I wanted to every month, and I've just kind of like kept it because it's not like I'm not huge into like investing, so I was like, oh, if I
Okay.
was, I would have put the money over there, but yeah.
How much
just
is
very
left?
little.
Where are they?
6,000, I think. Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
this schooling in, you said Pakistan, correct?
Well, no, the school
Like a
was in
special
the
teacher?
U.S.
What-
Yeah,
Is
what
that like
school
a
did you go to?
pot?
I went to Brandeis
Is that a
University.
museum?
Nice. What degree?
Economics degree.
What?